Welcome back to another video, everyone. So I'm here at the convent. It's a Saturday morning. On Tuesday, I had my wisdom teeth out. Before you make any wisdom teeth jokes, I have no wisdom left now. Or I probably didn't have any to start with. So, yeah, it's been really painful. I had a big swollen jaw and it's sort of gone down now. But today my gums are aching and it feels like toothache and it's horrible. Anyway, I digress. What are we doing? So I've been to Brico and I managed to source some timber because I've been thinking of a method of how we're going to plasterboard between the beams on the ceiling in the convent's kitchen. So yeah, let's get up on that thing there and put some timber up and I'll explain further. So let's crack on. Okay. Going up. So now you can see what I've done. There's a piece of batten either side of the beam and in between that is a fireproofing layer of insulation, which is sort of like an aluminium foil with bubbles in it. It looks pretty good actually. So essentially we've created a bit of a cavity so it can retain the heat and also we haven't come down too far. You still have a huge chunk of beam that's going to be exposed. So on top of this obviously goes the plasterboard. Yeah, looking quite good. The only problem with this is the beams aren't perfectly straight. So this end it could be 33, that end it could be 34, between it could be 32. So obviously when we get the room completely plastered by a plasterer, you can fill in all the gaps. But I have also seen people do a renovation where they've added a little bit of wooden beading to sort of cover the gaps. And that does look quite nice. But the only problem with that is this room's so large, it's going to be like 1,000 meters of wooden beading and it's going to cost a fortune. So it's not really an option. That went surprisingly well. The only issue is the piece of plasterboard was so long that it made it very, very tedious to try and cut into shape. So I suggest that we maybe do that in 2 pieces so it makes it easier to handle. But at least there is now extra insulation, an extra fire barrier and a cavity for air so it will retain the heat in the room better. So yeah, that's looking really good. So I've been thinking about the ceiling for quite a few months now and thinking about the method and the best way to execute it and to try and maintain the efficiency of this renovation. And yeah, I think that's the best method. We've got an air gap, we've got a small cavity, there's an extra fireproofing layer, and it will retain the heat better and make the room more efficient. And sometimes I like to just come down here and do what I've been thinking, see if it works. And yeah, Sean and I have talked about this quite a lot recently, and I think it's definitely the best way. The only problem is now there's about 45 more to go. So it's going to take a few weeks, I think. Yeah, I'm really happy with that. What do you guys think? It does look good. Like I said, we're going to do that in 2 halves in the future. It'll make it a lot easier. And then obviously when the plasterer comes, he will plaster over the entire lot, fill any gaps, do the joint, and it will look amazing. Yeah. Happy days. Happy days. My jaw's really, really hurting. So unfortunately, we've got to go home because, well, I did intend to do more work, but I didn't bring any painkillers with me and my mouth is in agony. So let's go back to the chateau and we'll find something else to do. So I've had some medication, I feel much, much better, and it decided to start raining. So not much is going to be happening in this disaster of a vlog today, unfortunately. Let's just call it a catch up, a bit of a chat. Yeah, so from Monday, we're going to try and get back into daily videos. We're going to start with a time capsule in the fireplace below the hearth. So if I find an appropriate container, we can do that. And if you don't mind, I'm going to read some of the letters. Not all of them, just some of them. Yeah, so we're still waiting on the windows for the kitchen. There should be a month or 2 maximum now. And as soon as they're in and fitted, we can do the surrounds. We can have the entire room plastered and we can start doing the flooring. And it's going to come together quite quickly. So yeah, it's that point in the renovation now where we're just waiting for things. But in the meantime, we can do things like rubble mounting, dispose of that. And we can start the hallway as well, because I really want to get the hallway done as well. Yeah, don't know what else to say. Back to daily videos, I think. Thank you anyone who has ordered one of these. I really, really appreciate it. I know they're not cheap. It's because of international shipping costs. It's almost half the price. It's outrageous. I mean, I don't know how small businesses cope these days trying to sell things and ship them abroad when the shipping costs more than the actual product. And it's the cheapest option we've found as well. So, yeah, but regardless, it all goes back into renovation, materials, people's wages, things like that. So if you do want one, pop over to the website. It's in the description. And yeah, you'll be helping the convent and the renovation and the channel basically. So yeah, so I think that's it for today, everyone. I'll see you all on Monday. I'll try and do 5 videos this week or next week. And yeah, Sean's going to be back on Tuesday. So yeah, we'll have a catch up with Sean. Sean's got a video on tonight as well after this video. So go and look at Sean's channel. I'll put the link in the description as well. Yeah, thanks for watching and I'll see you all on Monday.